Last month, Mitchell Mayor Paul Morrell fired Police Chief Kevin Shynowski due to inability to meet department standards. Now, the department will be down another full-time officer after Officer Cody Wybera recently submitted his resignation. Following Officer Wybera's departure, the city will be left with just 2 full-time officers to provide around-the-clock coverage. During last Tuesday night's meeting, Councilmember Angie Preston asked Morrell to share what's been going on. She stated that even as an elected official, she has been kept in the dark.
We just have received no public information, so it's all on.
The reason there's no public information is because we're not doing anything right now.
Okay.
As far as letting anything out into the public,
Okay.
That's why there's none. So.
Councilmember Stephen Lacy also hopped into the discussion, asking if there was a plan in regards to the department head position and how those duties are being covered.
We're working with the police we have now, and just like I said, we're in the works of getting somebody to be the chief, so it'll be too far down the road.
Afterwards, Morrell said the city does have posts advertising the positions and says things are moving in the right direction. Well, a 39-year-old Scottsbluff man accused of selling more than 40 grams of methamphetamine to a CI working for the Wing Drug Task Force has been sentenced. Yesterday, Chad Worth was sentenced to a total of 3 to 5 years in prison after pleading no contest to 2 counts of attempted meth distribution. He was arrested last June following the Wing investigation, where authorities say Worth sold $1,400 worth of methamphetamine during 2 controlled buys. District Judge Andrea Miller ordered both sentences to run concurrently, and he received 12 days credit for time already served. We'll have more news right after this.
Swipe right, swipe left, endlessly searching. Finding the perfect match isn't always perfect, but it can be when it comes to finances. Nora found the perfect business loan. Jenny opened her first savings account. Grammy loves her checking account. We found a match for Wilson Farms. The Sandersons were matched with a mortgage. Regardless of your financial situation, Platte Valley Bank will match you with the perfect solution. Find your match at Platte Valley Bank.
Back. A Rapid City man who was arrested in Chadron back in 2019 for kidnapping a woman in Rapid City and holding her on the Pine Ridge Reservation and a motel in Crawford has been sentenced to a pair of life terms. Chadron radio station KCSR reports that 37-year-old Jesse Sierra was convicted by a federal jury last October on charges including kidnapping and aggravated sexual assault. He was given life sentences on those 2 counts, plus 10-year terms on 3 other charges, including interstate domestic violence, assault, and assault by strangulation of a dating partner. Well, the State Patrol is seeking the public's help to locate a missing Nebraska man. 43-year-old Jamie Bollick of Bruning was last seen on February 2nd and is believed to be missing under suspicious circumstances. He's described as a white male standing 5'6", 140 pounds, with blue eyes, brown hair, and a light beard. He was dark brown overalls and a dark brown coat. Anybody with information regarding his whereabouts or information about his disappearance is urged to submit a tip through the Nebraska Crime Stoppers. And hours of testimony were given for and against a bill intended to prohibit the participation of biological males in interscholastic K-12 athletics designed for biological females and vice versa. The legislature's Education Committee was considering LB 575, which sponsor Senator Kathleen Kauth calls the Sports and Spaces Act, during hearings Monday afternoon. She told the committee that she did not take the implications of the bill lightly and recognized the emotions that exist among all stakeholders on the issue, but Title IX protections need to be safeguarded.
As legislators, it is in the interest of the state of Nebraska to protect the dignity, privacy, and ability to compete fairly of all children in our schools and to uphold the laws appropriately. Sports in Spaces clarifies for schools and students that biological sex is the determinant on which sports team a student may participate in and which bathroom or locker room they may use.
The bill would provide exceptions for girls to compete in boys' sports where no girls' teams exist, as well as providing for locker rooms or restroom accesses for coach or authorized personnel. Violations of LB 575 would be a cause for civil action.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Signing season continues, plus some hoops tonight on the Rural Radio Network. Yesterday at Gering High School, senior runner Eli Merez decided on his future home as he signed with Doane University to run for the track and field team.
I mean, I think it was them being the first offer I got, and then the visit part. The team was awesome, and Ed is an awesome person. Just made me feel welcome right as I was there. So
the Gering running culture has been strong for quite some time in both girls and boys, and Eli Merez has seen them all come through the program with his dad Rick as the head coach. Eli says being around and in the Gering program for so long will have him positioned well to be in the mix the minute he hits campus.
Confidence level, obviously, I go in there knowing that I should be able to compete with most people up there. It'll take me a year to get used to that different pace, the different competition. Not knowing who I'm going to run against, I feel like will help because I'll just go out, do what I do, however it works.
Both Eli and his dad, Coach Merez, spoke highly of the Doane head coach, and the fit seems strong.
I like the environment. I like the reputation that they have academically, athletically. When we first started talking about Doane, reaching out to former runners, nothing but praise for their program. The number of banners that they have hanging in their indoor track, the conference championships they have, the quality I was impressed with. The runners that they have, I wasn't quite sure what level they would bring in, but it's impressive.
Eli Merez will be the second runner from Gering this class of 2023 that will be heading to Doane, as female runner Jaden Scott signed with Doane Cross Country a few weeks back. Merez and his Gering basketball teammates will have a big home game tonight as they entertain North Platte. Gering at 12-9 on the year, sitting 10th in Class B power points. Match up with a Class A opponent tonight ahead of their big game Friday over at Scottsbluff. We'll have coverage here tonight on our KNEB.TV platforms, Allo, Mobius, and the Gering Strive channel, plus Jeff with the radio call on KMOR 93.3 starting at 5:45. Again, boys action only tonight. That'll tip at 6 o'clock. Also tonight, some key games for the WNCC Cougars on the road. They'll be in Sterling at NJC. The Cougar women lead the South Subregion standings at 5-1. The men's team 1 game over 500 in the conference standings. WNCC split their games with Trinidad State at home last Saturday. Chuck Schwartz will have the doubleheader broadcast tonight on KOLT 690, 101.7 starting at 5:15. That's the latest today from right here at the FNBO Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the people you know and trust.
Better sleep and better health can be found at Western Sleep Medicine in Gering. Since 2006, Western Sleep Medicine has offered the lowest cost sleep testing either in their independent sleep laboratory or the privacy of your own home. You have control over your health care and your out-of-pocket cost. All insurance is accepted for a much lower cost than the regional option. If you need a sleep study, ask for Western Sleep Medicine. They've helped thousands of people over the years and want to help you. Western Sleep Medicine. Better sleep, better health.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. Our personalized trust services can help you do just that. You've worked hard to build your legacy, and you want to make sure that gets passed on for generations to come. We offer the professional guidance necessary to ensure that happens, according to your wishes. We pride ourselves in being friendly and professional while offering a highly tailored full line of trust and estate planning services to accommodate you. You belong here.
And finally tonight, an owner and operator of skill games in Scottsbluff County says if lawmakers pass LB 685 this year, it will basically put many companies operating such games out of business. During a county board discussion last week of a possible county occupation tax on such games, Jerry Gailey of Gering explained some of the details of the measure, which he says in its current form could provide tax revenue for the county, but it would likely be a death blow.
They're putting $1,000 per machine on their tax. And a license before that is another $1,000. So if you
is that a one-time?
Once a year.
$1,000 once a year?
Every year.
$1,000 per machine?
Per machine per year.
And that's the state you're talking about?
That's the state.
He says, as written, the bill would shift the minimum age for playing to 21, move oversight from the Revenue Department to the State Gaming and Racing Commission, and a state-level tax would be imposed on all mechanical amusement devices, possibly including such things as dartboards and pool tables, if they're deemed cash devices. The legislature's General Affairs Committee heard testimony on the bill yesterday afternoon. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here